First off, I want to give all praises and highest honor to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Makakadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across the world who are spreading this knowledge, and may the election be upon your households. Shalom. So as you can see, I'm at Leviticus chapter 11, and today we're going to talk about the foods that we can and can't eat. You know, the foods that are clean and unclean to eat of the animals. And I want to focus on the bigger animals, and I want to focus on the animals of the ocean, so the fish. So let's jump right into it. Leviticus 11 verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. So these are the animals which we can eat of all the animals that are on the earth. Okay, reading on, verse 3. Whatsoever parted the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and chewed the cud, among the beasts, that shall ye eat. So we're going to go to the Blue Letter Bible app, because it might be hard for you to understand because it's Old English. So here you see Leviticus 11 again, verse 3. So we're going to click on that. Then go to the Interlinear Concordance. And then we're going to go, first we're going to look up the word whatsoever parted. What does parted mean? It means, outline of biblical usage, it says to divide, break in two, to break up, to be divided, okay? To be divided of hoofs. So the second word is the hoof. And if you don't know what a hoof is, it's like the foot of a horse. Let's look it up real quick. Let me see what we can get. Let's see. Like this, for example. This is a horse hoof. So this is the word hoof, but it says parted the hoof. And the word parted, as we saw right here, you know, in the Hebrew it says parach, if I'm correct, means to divide. So a hoof that is divided, and the horse has a hoof, but it's not divided in two. So the third word is cloven-footed. Let's look up the word cloven-footed. You see, it also says to divide, cleave, part, split. You see, to tear in two, cleave in two. Basically, it goes again into being splitted in two. So the first step of the animals that we can eat, they have to be cloven-footed. So they have to have hoofs that are split. For example, let me look up the word cloven-footed. Oh, cloven-footed. Let's see. For example, like this. This is cloven-footed. You see, it has a hoof, and it's split in two. That's a hoof. That's a cloven-footed. This, like this shape of foot. Sorry. And this is of a deer. It says, yeah, basically that type of feet. Yeah, can. So let's go back to the scriptures. Let's read on verse 3 again. So whatsoever parted the hoof, and is cloven-footed, as you saw, and chewed the cud. What does chewed the cud means? Well, let's look it up again. Let's go to chewed. It says Allah in the Hebrew, if I'm correct, because the Hebrew you also read from right to left. It says here, to go up, ascend, to meet, to go up, to spring up. So basically what I'm trying to show you is that what the word means, and then we're gonna go into it exactly. And here it says cut. Okay, so what does the word cut mean? Let's look it up. Let me see. Okay, cut, you see immediately a picture of a cow. It Het says hier in de Dutch, cut is een portie voedsel dat terugkeert van de maag van een herkauwer naar de mond om voor de tweede keer te kauwen. So basically when you go to the English, here, cut. Partly digested food returned from the first stomach of ruminants to the mouth for further chewing. So it says like food that, for example, a cow has been chewing and he has swallowed it, and then he brings it up again to his mouth to chew it again. You see, that is what chewing the cud means. And like we saw earlier with cheweth, you know, Allah. What does it say? When you go to the outline of biblical usage, to go up, ascend, to climb. You see, to go up. So it's talking about the food going up in the mouth of the animal. So he's basically like a cow. What a cow is doing. A cow is, for example, chewing the grass, and then he swallows it and it comes back up again in his mouth so he can chew it again. So that is what chewing the cud means. So, verse 3 again. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, so the animals who have hoofs but that are split, and chew the cud like the cow does, among the beasts, that shall ye eat. So that are the animals we can eat of the land. For example, the cow. Let's see. I also here. Which animals chew the cud? Here it says deer, sheep, goats, antelope. Let's look sheep. Okay, here you can see that his feet are also cloven-footed. You see, and the sheep also chews the cud. So he's a clean animal to us. The same is for the goat. Oh, this is a fake. This is a fake picture. So like yeah, but yeah, you get the point basically. So goat, sheep. You can also eat chicken, you know, but that's for another lesson. But goat, sheep, cow. Let me see, deer. Yeah, deer. You can also eat deer. You know, he's cloven-footed, and he chews the cud. Let me see. Chewing cud. Does it the thing before the mouth and page to chew the, yeah, the deer also chews the cud, yes. So that is what you can eat. Reading on verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean to you. So when you go to the camel, you might think like, oh, he wait. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud. Is the camel? Yeah, the camel chews the cud. You see, so he, how do you say that? Chews his food, swallows it, and then brings it up again to chew it again. But he is not cloven-footed. He has not a hoof that is split into two. He has actually some weird type of feet, pair of feet. Let me see. You see, this is not a hoof. This is just like a paw or something like that. And he has like weird ass toes, man. So this is not a hoof. This is not like a hard, bony type of structure. You see? Okay, so the camel. I'm not thinking that anyone would actually eat camel, but it says here it's unclean. And the coney, reading on verse 5. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And what is a coney? Well, let's look it up. Coney. A rock badger, it says. Coney, the hyrax. Let's look up a rock badger. It's like some kind of tiny, how do you say the tiny animal? Let me see. Rock badger. Yes, these type of animals. You see, these we can't eat. Also, we can't eat. Okay, because he chose the cut, but he defied not the hoof, so he's unclean. Verse 6. And the hair is like I said it, Bugs Bunny. Let's look it up. Oh wait. Verse 6. And the hair, because he chewed the cut, so he chews his cut, but defied not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. Let's look up what the hair is. So you will have a clearer vision. It's called in Dutch, it's called haas. Haas, you know, from Easter, stuff like that. Let's go to Google itself. Okay, here, gonna see, yeah, it says haas. It's basically like this type of animal. These we can't eat also. They look cute though, but no, you can't eat them. Okay, reading on. Verse 7. And here comes the point that that many people don't follow actually. And verse 7. And the swine, though he defied the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he chewed not the cud. He is unclean to you. So what is a swine? Let's look up the word swine. So let's go to swine. It says hog, swine, boar, swine as forbidden food, wild boar. Okay, let's look up the word swine. Then you see what type of images will pop up. Hey, what is with this internet? Okay, swine. It's basically pigs. You see, little pigs. Big pigs, doesn't matter what type of pig it is. You can't eat pig. Pork. You see? These little animals right here. Looking all dirty and shit. They are good for cleaning though, you know, because they eat everything that is on their path. For example, if you would put a dead human body on the ground, they would eat that shit, you know. So the Most High created animals for a reason, and in the law it says we can't eat this type of animal because of some reason, you know. He's basically dirty, man. He eats everything. He doesn't sweat. He can't sweat. So yeah, that's dirty, man. You don't want to eat it. Okay. So the swine, we can't eat it because he divided the hoof and is cloven-footed, as we read. Yet he chewed not the cud. So he doesn't chew his food, swallow it, and then brings it up again to chew it for a second time. He doesn't do that. So he's unclean. Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Come. Verse 9. Verse 8 it says, their flesh you shall not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. So even when they are dead, you cannot touch them, you know, because you're gonna be unclean also, if I'm correct, until sundown. You see? So verse 9. This shall you eat of all that are in the water. So this is talking about the fish. Whatsoever hath fins and scales, so fish that have both skins and scales, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. So what are fins and scales? Yeah, you know what a fin and a scale is. For those who don't know, let's look it up. Fins and scales. Then you see what type of fish we can eat. You see fish like this. Oh, he has both scales like scallops and fins. So these are clean fish for us. So the fish has to have both fins and scales for it to be clean. For example, salmon, tuna, yeah, basically fish like that. Those are clean for us to eat. Let me see. Reading on, verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. You see, so any other fish that doesn't have skins and fins and scales both, that is swimming, we cannot eat. They are an abomination unto you, it says. Let's look up the word abomination. It says here, the detestable thing or idol, an unclean thing, an abomination. Okay, let's look it up even further. Abomination. Abomination. Meaning. It says here, a thing that causes disgust or loathing, a feeling of hatred. No. Basically says disgrace. Yeah, basically like that. An abomination, something that is not good for you. That is not meant for you, basically. Okay, going back to verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Verse 12. Whatsoever had no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. So, what type of fish don't have scales and fins? And, wait. No fins and scales, can't. These type of fish. For example, these type of sea animals. For example, shrimp, crab, lobster. It might be delicious unto you. You might be used to eating it, but hey, this is an abomination. They are basically like the swine, but from the ocean. The cockroaches, but from the ocean. They eat everything that is coming on the bottom. You see, they eat dead things, and when an animal dies of itself, we cannot eat that. And they be eating everything that comes on the bottom, basically, man. So lobster, shrimp, crab, yeah, you can, if you are used to eating it, don't beat yourself up and immediately stop. If the spirit lets you to stop immediately, that will be the best, of course. But I can understand it is hard. So just try to, lower your consumption of these things: shrimp, squid, crab, mussel, like you see here, or oyster, stuff like that. Don't eat those things, man. Or for example, raw fish like sushi. We also cannot eat that, man. That's abomination unto you. It's raw. And also, for example, when you have meat and how do you say that? You still see the blood and stuff like that. The pink thing going on. Yeah, the recording stopped. But basically, what I was trying to say is these things, medium rare steak, for example, it has like a pink inside still. Nasty as, still raw and stuff like that on the inside. Nah, man. If you trying to be like them rich people, acting like it's it's so soft and tasty and stuff like that. If you're used to it, okay, no big deal. But this is not for us, man. Well, even this one, 5 minutes each side doesn't look done. But anyway, you can't eat meat that has still some raw stuff in it and blood, stuff like that. So the fish that we can eat are like the meat that we can eat are like deer, sheep, cow, basically cow, deer, stuff like that, because they defy the hoof and they chew the cud. So if you have like a little notebook, make notes. The animals need to be cloven-footed and chew the cud. so that you can eat of the land, of the animals that are on land, and of the fish. They need to have both fins and scales, like tuna, salmon, as I was saying, mackerel. I don't know how you say that in English. Basically, fishes like this. Okay, so write that in your notebook. Keep that in mind, and I hope this was edifying. And yeah, man. Basically, with that, I'm gonna close it off, and I wanna give all praises and highest honor to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Kakadash, double honors to my elders and apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across the world who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. May the election be upon your households. God, Shalom.